Whew. Who are you? Beer Drink Shawty here. And tonight, I'm gonna switch it up as far as subject. No mixed martial arts, no boxing, no combat sports, no funny skits, none of that craziness. Tonight, I'm gonna speak on a movie, that movie being 50 Shades of Grey. I know what y'all are asking right now. Has this nigga done lost his motherfucking mind? Has this nigga went soft? Has this nigga picked up a new obsession? Has he stopped drinking beer? Is he snorting coke? Nope. The reason why I'm gonna speak on 50 Shades of Grey is for the simple fact that yesterday I was on the phone with my actual best friend,
fucking bitch,
Nick, aka Spitzwell, one of Jaron Benton's producers. Whatever, that doesn't fucking matter. We just talking, just bullshitting, because of what we do, we just talk shit, kind of like, he'll hit me up and we'll talk like fucking 5 minutes about absolutely nothing, just making fun of each other, like just saying dumb shit. It is what it is. I should do a video, fuck that nigga. We just talking normal, just talking about regular dumb shit. And then out of the blue, I'm like, shit, man. Man, next weekend, man, I'm off Friday, cause I guess me and Amanda gonna go watch 50 Shades of Grey. He's like, what? Hold on. Well, he's like, what? Huh? What'd you say? Nah, Amanda, like me and her gonna go watch that movie 50 Shades of Grey. It comes out Friday. It comes out on Valentine's Day. He cut me off. She actually read those? I'm like, yeah, Nick. I'm like, my thing is, you know for a fact when those books came out, and truthfully, if y'all remember, I used to tweet about like, yo, any bitch that reads 50 Shades of Grey must be 50 Shades of Gay. Shitting on 50 Shades of Grey. And me to this day, I haven't read one I haven't read one sentence of that book. Like, she was the same way. She made fun of the books as they were out because everyone looks at them as like Skinamax, soft, almost like softcore porn. What I like to call it, and that's what I did call it. I used to be like, yo, man, that's one of them Fabio books. That's one of them that's one of them women aged 40 and up Fabio books that are either one widow or two never been married, 50 cats in the bed, go in there, smells like damn Vienna sausages. She went a year and a half, 2 years, not reading any of them. She used to make fun of it too, like, oh, look at that shit. Like, we used to laugh at it. However, one of her friends, a young chick, and to be honest, really fucking attractive. Like one of my favorite friends of hers, I'll say that, brought it up because my girlfriend reads and shit. What? She brought up, no, it's actually a good book. When it gets to those parts, it is a bit aggressive, a bit whatever like that, but the story is just crazy. I'll let you borrow the first one if you like it, because that's another thing about my chick. She goes through books like that. Like, you give her whatever book, she'll knock the shit out in like 2 days. So she let her borrow this book. She read it and she was like, yo, this is really a good story. This is a really good book. So I'm like, oh, really? You're changing. Peer pressure's a son of a bitch. You soft son of a fuck. I'm like, don't bring that shit to me. Don't bring that shit to me. Don't talk about it, because we talk shit on it. We fucking roasted it. We joked on it for years, for a couple years. And now you up there reading it just because no, I ain't gonna call her, you cool. Now you're gonna read it from peer pressure because this chick says it is cool. Now you're gonna read it. I'm big on that. Like, if you say you're not about something, that wouldn't be me. But anyhow, she read it, whatever, and then she read the second book, then she read the third book. She read all them shit. It was like, yo, it's like constantly trying to get me to read them. I'm like, yo, who the fuck do you think I am, bitch? Who are you? So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it, and I'm not doing it. Then all of a sudden, the trailer came out, and it blew her mind. She's like, oh. She even read the books twice, I believe. She ended up buying them, then she let fucking one of her friends borrow her fucking collection of it. Anyhow, the trailer came out, whatever, she's all fucking excited about it and shit. And I'm just like, still, what the fuck ever? Dog, don't bring that shit to me today. Not on a fucking Thursday. I got shots to take. That's what it took. I took a couple shots, drank a couple beers, and then she ended up bringing it up. And I'm like, shit, nigga, like the way it is. And at that point, I'm just trying to get some action. I'm listening. Oh, word, that's pretty, yeah, I could live with that. But then certain little things was sliding in and actually sticking in. I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Like, oh, word, who? Oh, so that's who? Oh, okay. All right, look, tell me this. I'm like, you're so into this fucking book. Now the movie's coming out on Valentine's next year. In a nutshell, I'm like, cause I don't give a fuck about 50 Shades of Grey. You got 5 minutes to tell me from beginning to end every significant part of the book, like in a nutshell type of thing. Pretty much 50 Shades of Grey for Dummies. And she told me the 50 Shades of Grey for Dummies rendition of the book series. And I'm guessing what the movie will probably be. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be one movie just for the fact of how, folks, I listened to the 5-minute situation and I didn't get excited at all because I'm like, fuck. Now because I listen to this shit, February 13th, midnight, Valentine's Day, now a nigga probably gonna have to go watch this motherfucking movie. But I looked at it for what it is, and I watched every trailer because she makes me watch every trailer. It can't be really that fucking bad, man. A lot of dudes, you'll watch wrestling, you'll watch two dudes in a ring, fucking Speedos on, wrestling around each other. Back in the mid-80s, the early 90s, the mid-90s, the hugest wrestling fan, but I kind of grown away from it now. But my thing is like, okay, that's a soap opera, pretty much. This isn't a soap opera, and truthfully, it's not one of those Fabio books. The storyline, or the storyboard of 50 Shades of Grey is actually something intriguing, and it brings you in. It kind of makes you want to see like what the fuck's gonna happen from the 5 minutes she told me. We'll go see the movie. My homeboy Nick, this motherfucker here, he's married. If his dog died, he would cry. I mean, it is what it is. I know some of y'all have dogs and shit. And I know some people like they're really close to their pets and shit. This coming from the same dude. I don't like boxing, but I love wine. This nigga said that. Okay, he hates boxing, but he watches mixed martial arts. In closing, all I have to say about 50 Shades of Grey, before you judge something, no matter what you think it is, unless it's just 100% against your moral, like if it's just 100% just like you don't believe in it, like atheists. Like if an atheist knocks on your door and tries to have a conversation with you, slap the shit out of him if he doesn't leave the first time you say get the fuck up out of my face. If it's a book and somebody trying to push a book down your throat, like if it wasn't my chick and if it was one of my friends, like, yo, you gotta read this book, then next time I saw him, yo, you gotta read this book, I'd be like, nigga, I'm not reading the fucking book. Third time, he's catching one to the fucking dome. Instead of damn trying to clown a nigga, and you soft as fuck, Nick, shut the fuck up, because you know absolutely nothing of what you're speaking of. Skinamax, softcore porno. How the fuck you gonna tell me I shitted on the movie for 2 years, made jokes with him, with my girlfriend, shitting on the movie. I say that I'm gonna go watch it because she wants to watch it. You talking all this shit as if you know 100% what it is. If I'm gonna give it a chance, and I was the #1 hater of the whole concept of the movie, why not just shut the fuck up? Hey Nick, I bet after I watch 50 Shades of Grey, I bet I get some ass. May even get a 3-ski. What?